Socrates. I want to do a rant real quick about why I think cable television and satellite and all that bullshit is a bunch of motherfucking ripoffs. For starters, aren't monopolies illegal? I mean, last I heard they were illegal. Maybe they fucking changed that shit. I know big business can never get in trouble or anything, but I don't know. I was always taught that. They know we want certain channels. So they'll take each one of those channels and put it in its own group of other channels that they know people don't want, make all these different levels of packaging, and the channels that you want most are in the most expensive packages. They know that if they made you just pay for the few channels that anyone actually fucking watches, then it wouldn't cost shit and they wouldn't be able to fucking rape us, man. But since they put that shit in packages and each package costs 50 fucking bucks, I mean, they'll try to get 300 fucking bucks out of you just to have some shit to watch when you get home from work. And until, digital recorders, and that shit costs extra. Imagine that. You had to fucking tune in at a certain time. I mean, for God's sakes, be on fucking time like it's work. What the fuck? And be home. You had to be home. That's the old model. That shit is dying every way. That's the newspaper, dog. The internet's here. Well, television picking up airwaves and satellite and all that bullshit seems old now. When you can have something go right to your mobile motherfucking phone. That's the new model. Anytime, anywhere, on your mobile device, whatever the fuck you need. And they make us pay for a phone connection a lot of times. What the fuck is up with that? Why pay for something we could get for free? There are many ways. Hulu and Netflix, that one costs a little bit of money, but it's dope. YouTube Red costs very little amount, but it's dope. When they've got so much from our families for generations, man, come on. Those free sites that I mentioned are awesome. I mean, there's always a new internet site where you can watch television and movies for free. You should look that shit up. Don't just be naive and pay for something when there's a way to get it for free. Or pay a cheap amount to get it in a good way. You like anime? Go to Crunchyroll. You like regular TV shows? Hulu, Netflix. A lot of movies on there, documentaries, all sorts of crazy shit. Cable is upgrading a little bit with their apps like for HBO Go and all this and that, but each one of them, and you still have to pay the fucking money for the packages. For each fucking channel. Why don't they just, and even if you have that channel and you get HBO Go, it doesn't mean that everything on HBO is going to motherfucking be in that category. Like, they may not have all seasons of fucking, Game of Thrones or whatever the fuck. The shows on the free sites are most of the time the same. Same shows. And there are shows that are being made on many other internet sites and whatnot. Like YouTube Red has it. Netflix is making their own original shit. And they have many like comedy stand-ups and shit. I love comedy. Up on there. And they'll do them just for Netflix. Just like people just did them for HBO and shit. So they're no worse or better. So if you can get that shit for free or a lot cheaper, then you should. Look into it a little bit. I think that they've been doing us wrong for a really long time. And I think that the amount of money that they've got out of us over the years is ridiculous. And it's like they should fucking owe us or something. We've been paying way too much for some bunch of movies and shit that we don't generally watch even a tenth of. We're still selective even when you have all that shit and everyone knows it. I hate that motherfucker that when you're walking through Walmart, he always tries to see what kind of motherfucking internet service you got and bullshit. It's like, you know what? Leave me the fuck alone, bitch. I can't stand solicitors, man. I can't stand that shit. And why? Sign us up for what? So we can get a bunch of bullshit? Doesn't even work half the time, especially like you got a satellite. That shit works so little amount of the time. It's ridiculous, man. For the amount that they charge us, you would think they'd be able to beam that shit right to our fucking brains. But they don't. That shit seems old as fuck. It's going the way of the dodo in the newspaper, man. Newspaper gotta force that shit on you now. Throw that shit up into your yard. It's the only way they're gonna get you to want their bullshit. And that's how cable and all them do it. Because they know you need them for an internet connection. 9 times out of 10. It's bullshit. But you know what? We can vote with our wallets. We can put our money into things that are good. If you want to support a type of media that you enjoy, like Marvel movies, whatever it may be, then go see that shit at the theater and support them. Put your dollars there. But if you can watch your shows for free, do that. Fuck them. They've got enough money out of us. Anyway, that's the end of my rant. Till next time, Socrates. Peace!